Personally, when I grow up, I want to be a journalist, and I've always felt, especially in this community, that I will never have that opportunity. And when I went over there to that trip, it gave me a lot of hope and a lot of faith in myself, knowing that if a lot of people can have the opportunity to do such wonderful things in that program, then I have the opportunity myself.
I think that's it, to be honest. Like, it's really fun, it's creative, freedom, everything is amazing, except that if you don't have the equipment, it's not, if you don't have the best equipment, it's just that if you don't have any equipment, you can't really get into it. It's kind of harder. You have to be more skillful, which, I mean, for our class, that's what Mr. Sanchez taught us, really. The only reason I kind of doubted the field was because it's hard to get into equipment-wise, and also where you live. Like, here in Eagle Pass, there's nothing.
The class has prepared me for the real world, and the fact that you're working with others, you have to be on time. It gives you the practice of working with others, and it gives you the practice of working on time, giving the real job aspect.
You have to be willing to work, because not everyone is going to be behind the camera. Sometimes you have to be in front of it. Sometimes you're going to have to be behind the computer, and each person has their role, and eventually you'll be part of all of them. Seeing the fields, it allowed me to know what I wanted. For example, PBS was making films and making episodes of various kinds. It showed me it refined my options of what I wanted.
Our last stop at TPR really did bring everything together. You see everything more hands-on. Like we saw an interview going on. We saw that guy next door that was doing like the whole news thing and the show, like as we were there. So I really brought everything together. It connected to the San Antonio College, which is something that I loved.
My expectations after the trip were exceeded. As everybody knows, this is a very hard category to get into a job or career because it's very competitive also. You have to be creative. But this showed me that you can go and it's possible for it to happen.
Like, it was surreal because it was obviously everything that we've heard about in class was actually physically there, and we're seeing it all in action. It felt more tangible, like it wasn't that far away, because here we don't really get to see that. It's definitely real. Like, if you want to go into this career and if this is what your calling is, you feel, go for it, because it's not as far away as you think it is.
I just thought it was pretty cool how all these people, all these students really bonded over a love of audio-video, because it was cool seeing actual people with jobs and they're getting paid. They're students going to college, it's not something you see in everyday life.